Hi there, Hot Tops. I am the Mob, the producer of Half the Glass with Over Great.
Yeah, call me Yoda Great. How y'all living? What's up?
I want to thank you for listening to Half the Glass. Please follow the show on Instagram at High Off the Glass. That's with a T-A, not T-H-E. Twitter at the _ glass. Follow Over Great.
And follow me at all them social shits that y'all go to, that y'all like going to. My producer getting this sip on. Just follow me there if you want. If you don't, that's cool too. But check out the show because you'll love it. It's dope.
Also follow the show on Facebook at High Off the Glass. Email the show at halftheglass at gmail.com. Please subscribe to the show. Enough of me.
I think it's
He's dying.
I'm dying. This is some good shit. Holla back. Hello, we're back again. What's up, everybody? What's up, High Tops? Everyone that's listening, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to High Off the Glass, everybody. We are here. Thank you, audience. They're happy to be here. I know I'm happy to be here. We got Hater Bosses in the background. What up, Hater?
You know, we gotta talk about this name.
Okay. They're right on time. He does that. Right on time. All right. But we don't like that, man. So we gotta work with it fits you perfectly. What is it?
Look at the delete button.
There it is. the every episode, the weekly warning of a deletion from Hater Boss and the producer. He always likes to pretend he is going to delete the show. I'll flip this whole motherfucker over and it'll be nothing.
Yeah.
That's him. That's his. And here's the thing. He threatens it every week, and sometimes I worry about him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
I like those real to be late, man.
You don't know how close you are to get this.
Bro, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus.
I be late sometimes, and I fucking know, hey, that thread ain't empty. Yeah, it's late. I know it is.
Yeah, but you
know
know what? Today's not one of those days, though. So
I like him. So lucky this won't be doing.
We're gonna welcome in my awesome guest today, everybody. We got Black Gold Roger in the house, everybody. He is a well-known local St. Louis gamer, and this man, thank you, Black Gold, for stopping in today.
Thanks for having me, man.
You're more than welcome. This young man at a very young age is kind of taking the video game world by storm. He's doing a lot here in St. Louis. The man just had his own tournament, put that together. He's doing things right now. Currently, he's got things in the future. Black Gold, what's going on, man?
Oh man, it's just I'm still eating off the love that we got from my first tournament back in December 7th.
Oh my goodness!
So it's just been like overwhelming because the support kind of came out of nowhere, and you know, like the whole crowd. First off, shout outs to my crowd because they were there and they showed love. They were the exact crowd that we were looking to bring, like to attract.
Okay.
Everybody was pretty laid back, pretty cool.
Okay.
They knew this was our first tournament, but they seen us working.
Wow.
So when you see someone working, you like, all right, they not bullshit. You know,
okay. Oh, so rewind. Where was this at? When was it? What game? What?
Okay,
Give us a rundown, like all the way.
The first off, the name of our organization is called Ultimate Nemesis.
Okay.
And
got the buttons right here, y'all. You have to check him out. Ultimate Nemesis. I love it. He's got his buttons. It has a joystick. I don't know why you got a Super NES joystick. I'm not partial to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a Genesis dude. We'll get into that later. You know what I'm saying? But he's got a what is it? The little joystick with the fucking arch above it is dope.
Man, I love my city. I had to throw it in there.
Rep it.
Shout outs to our graphic designer, Corey. She came up with the design.
I love it.
And
it's hard.
She came up with it.
Yeah.
We had the event at Herb Arts venue over in North City.
Okay.
It's an art gallery, but they do a bunch of events. They do a bunch of open word.
Where in North City?
It's off of 14th Street.
Oh,
2600 14th Street.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we got with them a couple months ago.
Yeah.
our DJ who DJ'd the event, she does yoga classes there.
What?
And that's how I got into like the whole scene of, I'm like, man, this place is beautiful.
Yeah.
I think I could throw a tournament.
So that it's an event space. You can do whatever with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an event space, but like that's what they do for the main part. And then I went over there and talked to the owner, the president, MK.
Yeah.
And he thought it was a really interesting idea because no one else came up to him about a game tournament or whatever.
Right.
Talked to him, booked the space.
Okay.
And we slowly got a team assembled out of nowhere.
Wow.
I knew the DJ Nico. She was phenomenal.
Okay.
And I knew she was going to kill it regardless of who was going to be. You know, like I knew she was going to kill it.
Right.
And then slowly but surely, my team started to assemble themselves.
Okay. Question: you're setting up a game tournament. I haven't even heard the game yet, but the first thing out of your mouth is the DJ.
Yeah,
that's funny. Why the DJ is an instrumental part? What's that about?
So with her, she's instrumental because she had the room rocking the whole night.
Yeah.
I don't know too many DJs that can have them rocking for 4 hours straight.
Right.
That's she played an instrumental role with everybody.
Yeah.
It kept the vibe really cool.
Okay.
So if somebody was like, let's say someone was frustrated with one of our referees or anything like that, they were cool because they was like, oh shit, my shit just came on. Like, you know what? Y'all do y'all thing. I'm gonna come back and complain later. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Son of a bitch.
Right. Exactly.
So she played a central role with it, and I appreciate her to the fullest.
Okay.
The game we had was Mortal Kombat 11.
Finish him.
Wow. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which was how the final round name even came into. I'm like, I like to play what's the word I'm looking for? I like wordplay, really. So I was like, all right, so what can we call a Mortal Kombat tournament, you know?
Right.
And it was something that was important because you don't never think about it when you play fighting games. If you get down to they got 1-1 and you got a 1 win, you got a final round.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we'll call it that and call it a day.
You need to find them for the final rounds is crucial. That's how you come back and win.
Exactly. And we literally had a final round at the final round.
Wow. Okay.
The winner, Slayered Hat, he actually came from Kansas City to come play.
Okay.
And him and Andre at the final round, they went to one last round and they went crazy.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna show you the stream.
Who had who?
Slayered Hat had Liu Kang.
Okay, that's my boy.
I believe Andre had Sub-Zero.
Oh, that's really my boy.
So
you
see how you feel that? I was
Sub-Zero was always my dude.
Mm-hmm.
He was always my dude. Raiden was cool, but Raiden scared me a little bit. But Sub-Zero was my dude. But keep going.
So then we had a bunch of other guys too that were really cold.
Yeah.
That's kind of show you the STL scene is like really up there because these guys were nice.
Right.
Like there wasn't really any matches where I was like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like even if you got 2-0, 3-0, they earned every round.
Right.
Like there was no round where I was like, man, that was easy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
nobody was getting swept. Yeah, nothing like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
what was the turnout like?
So we had 18 competitors.
Wow.
We had 18 competitors. We had, I'd say 40 to 50 people, and I'm still being lenient. It might have been more.
Okay.
But I just how I played it off in my head, I was like, man, it was hard for me to walk around in there. So it had to be more people than what I'm saying.
It probably is. It probably was. You didn't get a total head count?
We didn't get the total head count. That was what one of those aches and pains we learned that night. You know what I'm saying? With throwing my first event. We didn't get the head count. We got the count for the competitors, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm happy with that.
Okay. Black, that's awesome, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you.
That sounds so dope. I cannot wait for the next one. Where did this love for video games come from? Where did it start at?
So, with the love of video games, I've been playing them since I could remember, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Started off with a Nintendo 64, and it might have been an earlier system.
Yeah.
That's just how far back I can remember.
Mine was a Super Nintendo.
Like with that. And then just been a fan of games ever since. And since I was a kid, I was like, man, I want to be a game creator.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't work out because I'm not like that cold with math.
Right. So, telling the truth. Just
so
keep it real, yo.
I was like, yo,
go Roger, keep it real.
You know, like I was like, all right, I want to do this, but can I do everything that it requires?
Right.
So I was like, that's out.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's out. All right, so what can we do next? So I was like, well, I play games, so man, see around. We have any game tournaments here, and it was hard for me to find any game tournaments, so that's why I was like, man, I'll throw my own.
Yeah.
And just go into it from there.
Well, before you started with tournaments though, like what was that game? What was that moment? Like you were playing at your mom's house or playing wherever, and you just got like, this is what I want to do. I want to be affiliated with this or do this when I become an adult, and I just want to do it all the time. What clicked? What made that happen?
Honestly, it came from a place of selfishness at first.
Always. like most things.
Yeah, because I had graduated from college 2017, and I was at home chilling. I moved back into the crib, you know, as most college students, you know, get back into it. Like, all right, start from the ground. And I was like, I'm playing Tekken. I'm a center. I'm like,
which one?
Tekken 7.
Oh, damn, they on the 7 now?
They on the 7 now.
Jeez.
They on the 7 and they roll.
Ask that question. I said, please don't ask that question.
I had to.
No, they still been taking since you
Bruh, they dropped me off at the 4. They dropped me off at the 4. Damn, they on 7 now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Keep going.
So they was at 7. I was playing online. I'm like, all right. You know, I'm all right. I done got like 10 wins straight. And it shows you like in the corner. I'm like, all right. Dang, I started today with 10 wins. Maybe I can. All right, so let's see what's some tournaments around. You know, I was like, all right, I think I'm decent enough to try it.
Right.
Looked around, I was like, damn, ain't no tournaments. Like, as far as like what I could see on my social media stuff, and I searched, I was like, damn, ain't no tournaments going around. I'm like, why ain't no tournament? You know, I was like, I'm starting to piece it together now. I'm like, why ain't no tournaments around in St. Louis? Slowly but surely there are tournaments now, but they weren't like heavy at that time.
Exactly.
There might have been somebody had a Dragon Ball Z like Budokai 2 tournament, and I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I ain't gonna knock you because you did it. You know what I'm saying? I got my PlayStation 2 now at the crib.
You know what I'm saying?
So I was like, dang, but that's cool. That was like months ago.
Right.
So, I'm like, dang, and I'm not good enough to like travel yet. To be hitting, you know, go up to Chicago and go down to Memphis or something.
Yeah, I need something close.
I need something here.
Can I get something local, please?
Exactly.
Yes, there you
so
go.
I'm like, hell, my homeboy on Twitter told me, he was like, why don't you just throw your own? I'm like, bet. Like, shit, say less. And then I had to just build my confidence up slowly but surely. I'm like, all right, cool. Then I was like, I need something. I need a name. Like, you know, I just can't, I just can't come and say, hey, game tournament. Like, that's it. It'll be like, bro, who are you?
I need something catchy.
Exactly. Yeah. So we had a name. My homegirl, Evelyn Lay, who performed at the tournament, she helped me come up with a name. I won't give out the name yet because if the name ever becomes free, because the company using it right now, if they ever just... I'm not wishing it on them, but if they go out of business, I'm getting that name. So
so you got a name, but somebody else has it?
Somebody else had used the name for like I forgot the name of the business. I forgot the nature of the business.
Okay.
But they had the name.
Yeah.
You can use a name, but I was like, let's see what we can come up with. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what comes up with original. Right. And then if we can't, then figure that shit out.
Right.
Double back to it. But
I thought your company name was Final Round.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that was just the name of the tournament.
That was the name of the tournament.
Okay.
So the name of the company is Ultimate Nemesis.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they will be like, on my flyer, I didn't have that on there, so I could see why people would think the Final Round was the name of it.
Right.
I think they got a company called the Final Round. I think they're in Georgia. If I'm not mistaken. They throw tournaments too.
Right.
And I didn't know that till after. Like, I was like, all right, the Final Round, we're gonna call it that. And then after I announced it, I was like, oh shit. So someone else got that. So I was like, I'm glad I didn't call my name the Final Round. It's just the name of the tournament.
Okay. Yeah.
So with companies you can, but I just wanted to do something original, and we came up with Ultimate Nemesis.
Okay.
And it's funny, I was watching the Nemesis part came from I was watching My Hero Academia, because I watch anime and shit.
Okay.
So I was sitting there watching the episode. It's his sub. So they the Japanese voices just catch you, bro. Like, they got the passion and shit.
Right.
I'm sitting, I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, you my ultimate nemesis. I'm like, bet.
Yeah, use that shit.
I was like, I was like, all right, cool. I got that. So that's how the name came up. But just throwing the tournaments came out of a place of selfishness.
Right.
I was like, I want to throw some tournaments because I ain't got nowhere to play.
Right.
I don't play in the tournaments, but it's just provide.
Exactly. That's it right there. It's not. Don't look at it like you coming from a place of selfishness. That's not it at all. When I had, my last guest that's a chef. She's a chef extraordinaire. Kiki. She's an edible chef. She'll make any type of, anything you want with THC, and this sister can make it.
That's tough.
And it wasn't out of, of course, she didn't look at it like a place of selfishness, and I don't. It was a place of necessity. Like, no one else has it, so where can I get it from? Well, shit, nobody else has it. I'll make it. You know what I'm saying? That's so dope of you, Black. You know what I'm saying? You saw the void. There's no tournaments here. I need a tournament. All right, fuck it, I'll start one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dope.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, like that's awesome, man.
I appreciate that.
That's what I'm saying. So, was the MK11? Was that the first one?
That was the first one.
Okay.
So I picked MK11 because I did my research into different companies and stuff like that. And these bigger companies been throwing tournaments for a while. Mm-hmm. But one of the games that were standing out in the fighting game community was MK11. Okay. There's a famous gamer named Sonic Fox. And
what?
Sonic Fox. You look them up, they code.
Okay.
Like,
what are they, like a clique or something?
That's their name.
Okay.
Because he what's the word I'm looking for? You know what? I won't even say the name. That's their preferred, what they prefer to be called.
Okay.
It's one person.
Okay.
But they would prefer to be called they instead of he.
Okay.
So I ain't going, you know what I'm saying?
Some weird shit like that.
It's some political stuff with it. I'll leave it alone. Yeah, okay. That's what they want to be called. That's what they're going to be.
This is a gamer we talking about?
Sonic Fox. Look them up. Look them up.
Okay.
They're codes. They're codes. They are codes. I promise
this one dude.
Respected it, such a shit down.
Right.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
He that powerful, huh?
If they want to be called a certain pronoun, I'm running. You want, because that's the same thing as if someone called you, say "Oh the Great," and they call you by your government. You say, "No, my name's Oh the Great."
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, that sounds like some Muhammad Ali type shit. So I can respect that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So
and they cold.
Yeah, like, no, my name Ali. You know what I'm saying? Beat his ass till he called him Ali. You know
exactly.
Okay.
So that's why I was.
What's their name?
Sonic Fox.
Hello, Sonic Fox.
They're cold.
All of you. All right,
right on. They're cold. Okay. I tell you, you look them up, you'll see all the game footage. They stream it live.
Yeah.
And I think the name of the team is called Echo.
Okay.
In games, they have teams that you can get sponsored.
Okay, let's just jump into that world, because that's all about it, and I love that you can bring that to me. You know what we do here. We're about marijuana and basketball, but this new sport, just like how it's so awesome, just like how the walls of segregation from marijuana and all this hype and all these, this propaganda that was towards it, that's starting to come down. New sports are starting to come up, which are esports. Mm-hmm. People looking at people that are gamers as nerds or lames or some dumb shit like that. Look at these cats. You know what I'm saying? These cats have a league. What is you saying? You know what I'm saying?
They have an entire league and they get paid for that league,
exactly.
Like every other sport.
To me too, like, I never looked at anybody because all of us play the game.
Mm-hmm.
So how can you look at somebody who plays a game as, we all play? If you don't play it now, you used to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
how can you hate on that?
Exactly. And these people, they put their time into the game, just like every other sport. you could look at it like football.
Right.
The old saying used to say football is 90% mental, 10% physical. Well, the game, you could work that same and put that saying into the esports because hell, 10% is just me moving the controller. The rest is a chess match.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, way more than 10% in football. But I know what you're saying.
I know it was a bad example.
No, it's a perfect example, bro. You good? I know where you were going with.
Yeah,
I get how metaphors work. But what? Okay, so what do you? Is that what you do? Are you currently are you a professional gamer?
I would say no at the moment. Nah, I haven't won enough. To me, to be a professional, I have to be able to say, "Hey, I'm done working." Like you have to give your all into it, and I'm just not at that place to give my all into it.
Right.
I try to get maybe 1 to 2 hours to play and get some good practice and quality practice in. But it's hard with the work schedule.
Okay.
So trying to figure that out, you get tired when you get off. Okay. You come home, you want to eat, then you want to see what happened with the rest of the world. Then before you know it, you got to get ready to go to sleep. Okay. So I had to break it down, and I try to get at least 1 to 2 hours in.
Okay.
That's the max at the moment. On weekends, I try to go crazy if I can, but that's the most practice I can get in. I've entered 2 tournaments. There was a tournament at SLU called Smash Out.
SLU had a tournament? When was this?
This was November 16th.
Oh, wow.
November 16th.
Okay.
They had a tournament. They had a huge turnout, too.
What game?
They had 7 to 8 different games. They had Smash. They had Smash
Brothers?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Smash Melee. They had Guilty Gears.
Okay.
They had Tekken 7.
Ooh.
And they had probably 4 or 5 other games.
Damn, what systems?
All across the board.
What?
Well, I won't say Xbox because I wasn't sure if they had Xbox, but I know for sure on the Wii. And I want to say, what system was that? That might have been the newest Nintendo that just came out. It's like slipping my mind right now.
And the Switch?
The Switch, yeah. I believe they used the Switch.
Okay.
And in Smash alone, they had over 324 people compete, I think.
Wow.
In that game alone.
Wow.
And Tekken 7 was a side event, and that had 32.
And this Tekken only had 32 people?
32 people. And and I don't know if that was the max.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just as many people that came out.
Yeah.
But they had 32 people into it.
That is sick. Mm-hmm. And it's more than just students. It's just random people can go.
It was random people. I had a Ultimate Nemesis shirt. I wore my shirt there.
Yeah, you damn right.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool. Let's see how this is my first tournament. So I'm like, let's see how it goes.
Right.
And I did decent.
Okay.
I did decent. I took 13th, but how they broke it down was multiple people took a place. Yeah, so let's say it'll be 3 people that took 5th.
Yeah.
Then they'll just go up to the next number. Well, then 4 people took 8th. Then 4 people took 13th.
Yeah.
And then I was one of the people that took 13th.
Okay.
And then the second tournament, they had a Tekken tournament at a Star Clipper. It's
the comic book shop? Mm-hmm. Where is the one? Is it still in the Loop?
Yep. No, not the Loop. Washington Ave. They moved.
Washington downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they down there now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they had a Tekken tournament there, and I think I took 5th. Took 5th there. So
right.
I'm seeing
Tekken 7.
Yep.
What system?
PS4.
Okay. Mm-hmm. See, I'm always gonna ask.
That's cool.
What system? I'm a PlayStation dude. I don't like nothing Xbox. Well, no. Let me say, it's not that I don't like nothing Xbox. It's just I can't get over that controller. I just didn't like the hardware that Xbox came out with back in 2001 when they came out. I just it looks whack. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The big ass black and green box. That controller did not feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. I never gravitated towards it.
That's one reason I never gravitated. The PlayStation controller was just I was like, oh, this is it.
Okay, so you a PlayStation dude.
I'm a PlayStation dude. Yeah.
So right. All right. It feels so much better.
It do.
Man, you know what I mean? And you can get no, you good. If you want to get a bigger PlayStation controller, you can get that, and it's still not as big as that Xbox shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can make it bigger if you want. It's just simple things with me.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's how I look at it.
I feel you on that.
Bring it back to the esports thing, though. So how do how does it work exactly? Is it like professional sports where they get paid off of TV contracts, or how do are they? Is that league? Is the esports league a real league? And do those teams are they paid by their teams, or are they paid by sponsors? How does that shit work?
So if you get you get blessed enough to get a sponsor, they take care of majority of your necessities that you need. If you need a new controller, if you need your system that went out, they'll take care of majority of that stuff. And from what I've seen so far, they take care of your entry fee, and they sponsor your training sessions. They give you a time and place to be able to perform at your peak. So I believe if you, let's say, East Coast Throwdown, they threw a tournament on East Coast. I think it's in North Carolina. One of their bonuses, I'm pretty sure, but I think they had like a $15,000 bonus.
Jeez.
15,000, not 100.
Wow.
So I believe they would take a share of the winnings with the player that won it.
Okay, the company that sponsors you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, but here's the thing: if you're like the esports that I see on ESPN, those are like teams.
Mm-hmm.
You're not signed to a team like a professional sports, like professional, professional sports.
You can be signed to a team. It's just like teams are sprouting up. That's the whole thing with esports.
Okay,
so I could start a team today.
Yeah,
and if I got the money to be able to sponsor somebody, it's a legit team. Because if they go win, then you they're legit. Nobody who just picked up Tekken 7 today will win East Coast Throwdown. They're coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these are people that take the game very seriously. Like any other sport, the more serious you are and the more you put yourself into it,
the better you'll be.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. That's amazing, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. And right now, it's just you can do it if you have the will to do it now.
Yeah.
But like I said, that will literally, you could put let's say I play against Sonic Fox. They will whoop my ass clearly. 3-0 my, you know what I'm saying? Whatever system we use, 5-0, 6-0, clear me out.
What's 5-0, 6-0? What's that?
I'm just saying, if they just best of 5, best of 8, best of
because they're professionals.
Exactly. There's a difference. So you'll never be able to say, hey, I can do this today. I swear I'll be able to beat them, and then enter, and then you won't make it out of pools.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same thing if I ever tried to play Michael Jordan in basketball. So, you know what I'm saying? I would never see the ball.
You'll never see the ball.
I'd never see the ball.
Be the fastest 21 you
with the quickness, bro. Oh my God.
And at one point, you were like, I don't even want to go to 21, MJ. It's 13-0.
We weren't doing 21. We were doing to 7. Shit. Here, Mike. You got it. You go.
So there's a difference between them.
It always is. Mm-hmm. It's just, when I was a kid, okay, so you're 26, I'm 40, and I saw games, going pretty far. I figured there'd be networks devoted to video gaming and movies about video gaming and all this stuff. I saw it going somewhere, but these leagues, this is a little bit different. Mm-hmm. It was so competitive when you're in your friend's house or your house or your people's house and you're playing the game against somebody. It gets so competitive. I knew if someone could figure out a way to harness that, that'd be a moneymaker and it'd be amazing. And that's what's happening with the esports. Literally.
People are able to make a living off of their passion.
Right.
It was just really cool to me. This wasn't, like you said, this wasn't really an option. I believe Evo started. They just had Evo last year in Vegas.
Okay.
Evolution Championship.
Okay.
They started in 96, but it's got to that point now where you're like, Evo, if you ever play at Evo, that lets you know that's like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I might be wrong. Evo might not even be the Super Bowl. It might be the AFC Championship game.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
it's just, I'm learning as I go.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because see, back in the day, all we had like just little tournaments, at our people's house, or maybe at a church or something, or something like that, or little tournaments here and there. Nothing big like that.
And it'll be something local too.
Yeah,
like people ain't traveling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if they hear about this tournament at your church, they not coming from Mississippi to come play. So,
well, you know what? And since we on a tournament topic, you know what? Now that since the words that just came out of my mouth, you know what they reminded me of?
What?
They made me think about. Have you ever seen the first? I think this was the first. No, it's the second. The first one. You know what the first video game movie was?
What?
Tron.
Really?
Tron had to be the first one. I don't think there was anything before Tron that came out. 80, 81.
Oh, yeah. It probably was the first one.
Yep. But then they had something that was really dope. And if you've never seen this movie, you'd love it. You ever heard of The Wizard?
Yeah.
You seen it?
No.
You never
I've heard it.
You never seen The Wizard?
No.
With Fred Savage?
Mm-mm.
Dude, that movie's the shit.
Really?
It came out in like 88, 87.
I'm about to check it out.
Yeah, I think it came out in 88. I'm talking about, bro, that movie changed our lives because it was the first time you ever heard of like a world national tournament. You know what I'm saying? And the whole objective of the movie was Fred Savage, who was a TV star. He had this TV show back in the 80s. His little brother was like super sick at Mario. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would kill it in Mario, and not that Smash Brothers bullshit y'all play. Like,
I know.
I'm sorry. I don't want to hate on Smash Brothers. It's just, to me, it's just it's button mashing. That's all Smash Brothers is. You're just mashing buttons.
You know, it's funny. A lot of people say that about the game too. Like, it's a conversation. I don't know if it's going now, but it was recently where they was like, Smash is not a legit fighting game.
Hell no!
Like,
no!
A, B, then what else you got? You know,
shit.
but they had people come out. That's all I can say. Like, they had over 300 people at a SLU.
I don't know how, if you're able to play that game by looking at the screen for more than 30 minutes, you're stronger than me. I don't know how you don't pass out. Them lights and shit and all that. Oh, it's too much.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Yeah, I understand. Like,
it's a lot,
because it's hard to just stare at a screen for your eyes. You feel it after you. Like,
yeah. And then you looking at something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you trying to play a video game on the sun. Shit, what is it? But Wizard was dope because his little brother was sick at Mario, so they had to get him to Vegas where the tournament was. You know what I'm saying? And think about it, you a kid playing in Vegas, a video game tournament.
You like, what the hell?
It was crazy, but watch that movie, dog. You'll like it.
I got you.
Yeah,
I'm checking it out.
Let me not say that there wasn't tournaments back in the day. There were tournaments back in the 80s. It's just, we couldn't get to Vegas or Los Angeles, where I'm from in the East Coast, or I grew up on the East Coast, or people living here, like, we couldn't get out to them places.
And then the timing too, it'd be unheard of.
Yeah,
if you decided to go to Vegas for this tour. You're like, you could go to work. At that time, the video games weren't as serious as they are today.
Yeah,
but that paved the way for it to be today. So, you know,
okay. That's true. That's very true. I mean, they were serious back then. I'll be honest with you, man. It's not like they weren't taken serious back then, because people were making millions upon millions of dollars off of video games. It's just people didn't have the access to them like you do now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, back then, you could only play it if you had a certain system. You know what I'm saying? Now all you need is a phone. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
I mean, that's how it was. If we had all them devices and shit back in the 80s, it would have been the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all right, man, you're a video game dude, so I got random video game questions for you. Okay. First one is, you have to tell the truth on all these.
All right.
All-time favorite video game.
All-time favorite video game.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say Tekken 3.
Tekken.
Yeah. Like, I have to say Tekken 3.
Yes.
Like, that was one of the games. Them and Mortal Kombat, of course, definitely stood out at that time. But Tekken is one of them like really fluent fighting games to where if you don't learn it, you're not gonna be. That's the facts with every fighting game, but it's a little different with their combat system.
Yeah.
There's combos you never even seen before. You
ain't lying.
And you could literally have like, let's say you pick the same character, play him completely different.
Completely different.
And you sitting out, I didn't even know he could do that.
Yep.
So I would say Tekken 3.
Yep.
As far as like PlayStation consoles and all of that. Then I'll say I'll say Pokemon. It was one of my favorite games.
Nice, keep it real.
Pokemon. I'll say Pokemon Silver. Pokemon Silver.
What system was that on?
This was on Nintendo. What's the name? I'm having a blank because they had Nintendo. They had Nintendo Game Boy Color.
Okay.
Then they had one in between that, which was my favorite, and I'm mad I can't figure the name out. Then they had the Game Boy SP, which was one like a little laptop, and they came in different colors. I think I had red.
I remember the SP,
and then I just can't remember the one in between, but it was silver. Okay. I was like, man, I love game. Like I'll be sitting there right after school, just
going to work on that.
Going to work, you had to grind on Pokemon. It slept on. Like,
hey. You ain't have no other cartridges to slide in that mug, man.
I had Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh was oh my god. Hey, boy, you had to get the cards right. Them starter decks. They were cool. But where my Exodia?
Oh man,
I need all 5 right now.
This, ladies and gentlemen, what you hear is the age gap between myself and this gentleman. Because, like, dude, when I had my little Game Boy, my version of that, I was sliding in Mario Brothers. Mm-hmm. I was sliding in Jordan vs. Bird. I was sliding in. What was that other? No, I didn't. I had Paperboy on regular Nintendo. I didn't have it on the Game Boy, but I was just sliding in. It's just the games that they offered to y'all in the 2000s. Oh, Jesus!
They were trash.
They went all the way trash. They smell like trash.
Oh.
I mean, I just Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and
they did have the DBZ, like the handheld joints.
Bruh, I just don't understand it.
That's cool. That's the gap. You just talked about.
It was just, and I guess it's just the anime influence. And here's the thing: I'm not too old for anime because there's anime I mess with. Fucking Ninja Scroll is the shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What's my True Fist of the North Star?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, though there's classic ass animes, but see, I kind of fell out with animes when there was just so many of them. They just started pumping them out too many, and they weren't good. They just were taking them because America was eating them shits up. I was just like,
I can see that. Like, now looking back at like Dragon Ball Z, like it's the GOAT. It is the GOAT. But you look at the story compared to the stories that you see in regular anime, like an anime called Full Metal Alchemist. You get into that, and that will bring a grown man to tears.
Yeah, because that shit is deep. I seen some of that. I couldn't even, because that shit is real deep. I had to turn away from that. Like Adult Swim, no, not tonight. Like that one was a little
Cowboy Bebop was one of them.
Cowboy Bebop was my shit. That was my shit. Like, you talk about, yes sir, you talk about late at night getting blowed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, by yourself. Thinking about how'd I get back here again. You know what I'm saying? Just watching Cowboy blow by yourself, chilling and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, but yeah, you're right about that. What was it that? Oh shoot, the animes. But you know what? I take it back. Before that one, before the early 2000s, late 90s animes. We got to give it up. The real, you said GOAT for Dragon Ball Z. You're mistaken, sir.
Mm-hmm.
The GOAT would be Voltron.
You know what?
That's the fucking GOAT right there.
That's the cool thing about Voltron.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first Japanime damn near for real.
And I found out the creator from St. Louis.
Yes, sir.
Like,
owns the rights here in this mug.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
One of my homeboys who actually came to the tournament, Real Brody, he did a delivery for him, and he was like, "Oh, shit, I just met the owner of Voltron." I'm like, "He's from here?" I had no idea. So Voltron for facts.
Yeah,
that.
That's super tight. Did he? And that's the dude. He owns it, but he didn't create it, did he?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I would say probably had probably hand in it.
Yeah.
If not, did create it.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to quote me and say, this came from Black Goat.
Right.
I would say he had a hand in it.
Right.
I would say he created it, and you never know. You could create something and then have someone else. Like, all right, I created this. I need you to manage it though, because you're a better man. So he might have had that sense of it. But I would say,
yeah. You go back to shows like that. You got the what was it? The Voltron, you got Robotech, different. I mean that's where you watch shows like Robotech, and there's another one starts with a G. Gundam. What was that? Gundam or something. Gundam. Man, those shows, they get so damn intricate. It almost goes back to that Full Metal Alchemist, like you had said. You know what I'm saying?
Like the stories is just fucking crazy. I think Iron Blood Orphans, if you haven't seen it, you should.
Wow.
There's a Gundam series, Iron Blooded Orphans, on Netflix too.
Okay.
I think they just put on Netflix probably like last month. That's one where you watch it, the story, it just takes off, and then at the end you be like, oh, I didn't see that. You know, like Gundam always had them heart wrenching stories. So Gundam would go too.
Okay, that's what's up. But we took a deep dive into them just then.
But you see, that's what anime and gaming can do. Like
it interweaves between each other. You know, they're perfect for each other. Bring it back to Tekken. Favorite Tekken character?
Hwoarang. And I say that's how you say his name. It's Hwoarang. If you like, he's a mainly like taekwondo.
Yeah,
he has the orange hair.
Yeah,
he has his fist up. He be bumping down.
He's cold.
And I would say Law too.
Law, Law was my boy. Law was the one that looked like the fake Bruce Lee, right? Okay.
He had the whole fit too from the movie.
Okay.
The yellow with the black stripe.
Yeah.
I forgot what's the name of the movie was. I want to say, was it
Bruce,
Fist of Fury?
Bruce movie?
Yeah.
With Law's outfit, it might be. Is it Enter the Dragon?
You know what? I think it was.
I think it's Enter the Dragon. I kind of want to, because I can't. I just remember Law fighting with no shirt on.
I do remember that part too.
You know what I mean? So I can't.
Actually, in Tekken 7, he does is one of his little outfits. He don't have a shirt on, but he got like a scratch.
Right. Oh well, if it's a scratch on his chest with no shirt, that's definitely Enter the Dragon. Yeah, for real. All right, so I was going to ask you this earlier, but it's kind of stupid. I'm gonna ask you anyway, just because I want to debate you. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
MK, man, I gotta give it to MK.
I know you have. You're wrong. Shit, I'm sorry, man.
Look,
I've always been that Street Fighter dude. I will always argue someone that to my dying day. I will always say that. To me, Mortal Kombat is definitely not a button masher, but I just thought Street Fighter just looked cleaner. You know, it looked cleaner, it looked sharper. You know, the graphics on Mortal Kombat were always, revolutionary. They were always pushing the button of, what other games weren't doing. But I always thought that, the Street Fighter, the cartoon look of it looked better.
I got you.
Than MK. I just thought so.
I can't argue with that. I'm not MK. Street Fighter was a game, I played growing up.
Right.
But as I got older, it wasn't like you said about the button masher. One thing what Street Fighter always had a problem with was putting my combos together.
Oh, it's hard. It's not the easiest.
It wasn't the easiest.
It's not the easiest.
At one point when I was growing up, I was like, I can't keep doing this to myself. I can't keep getting frustrated because I done lost a Sagat about 12 times because they know how to put their combos together.
Keep whooping my ass.
Exactly. So I picked up Johnny Cage. It was like, you know what? I'm rolling with MK.
Wow. So MK was easier. That's why you like that.
It was a little easier. It was a little more fluent.
Oh, shit. He said it was easier, y'all.
It's a little bit more fluent. I could put combos together better on that than Street Fighter. Street Fighter is just, hey, you got your square, just punch, 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 punch. A triangle, punch, punch, left, punch, left, punch, left. I was like, I can't put the combos together.
You better be kicking or something.
Yeah, you had to figure that out.
You better be kicking.
I would say it's probably more fluent now, but in that era, that's why I don't do it now.
Yeah.
It was one thing. I was like, this sounds for me.
It's always been Street Fighter for me. I can mess with Mortal Kombat, but yeah, it's always been Street Fighter. Let me ask you this other question. Did you ever get your ass whooped for playing the game after your mother told you to go to bed?
Ass whooped, no, but yelled at, yes. Yelling straight from the top of the stairs.
Right.
Is that goddamn game? Boy, ooh. Right. I was like, all right.
What game was it?
It was on the PlayStation 2. It was probably a variety of games. Right. I remember playing Mortal Kombat Deception, and I remember I used to turn all the lights off in the basement. Yeah, because my room was in the basement, so I used to hit all the lights, and then if I hear some moving, I hit the TV. I would not turn the system off, but I would turn the TV off because the system had a little light. But it wasn't bright enough for you to see it from upstairs. So it looks like all the lights are. So as soon as I hear some steps go back, I'm right back to it, right back at it.
So that's how you can play at night, right? In the room. You ain't have to worry about shit.
I ain't have to worry about nothing. I know she tired. She gotta go to work and stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. She's sleeping. I'm not tired yet.
That's
so let
funny.
me turn this back on.
Hell no. Okay. All-time favorite system.
All-time favorite system?
Yeah.
It would have to be PlayStation 2, to be honest with you.
Ooh, PS2.
PS2 was just revolutionary as far as like the games. This was a time where the game companies, they were experimental at the time. They were coming out with all kind of shit. Mm-hmm. And you just sitting there like, you at GameStop like, I only got $20, but what the hell I'm finna leave with? Because they was just really experimental with the game. Ooh, another fighting game that it's off the tip when we talking about the PlayStation 2 earlier. Def Jam.
Oh, yes, my dude.
When
yes,
Def Jam Vendetta came out.
Yes, sir.
And then they perfected it with Fight for New York. That was one of them games. I was like, bro, that's why I got my PlayStation 2 now. Like, I got Fight for New York.
Yeah.
Whenever someone wants to get to.
You know what? And it's kind of like, I think that wasn't Activision. Who was it? Activision? I forget what. I think it was Acclaim. That put that game out. But that game was so dope, but it also had remnants, and I think it was the same company that put out the Wu-Tang Shaolin style game. It looked a lot like that, and I was always hoping that they'd make another Wu-Tang Shaolin style game because that game was on PS1. And I wanted them to bring that back out, but they kept putting everything into the damn Def Jam games. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm just stuck with Def Jam. But yeah, that fucking Joe Budden made a damn career off of that damn game because shit, right? You know what I mean? He had one hit song, and all he did was kick ass on that game.
He did. He was a problem on there,
and that's why motherfuckers know him, like literally off of that fucking game.
And he was blue. It only takes one time,
bruh. A video game blew this man up. I just tripped off that.
It only took one time. He only needed one character.
Right. Bruh.
You know what's funny? Who Snoop Dogg on that damn game was?
He was on what was he on the second? He was on the third one.
He was on the second one and third.
He was.
Yeah, and he was the boss on the second one, like the final boss.
Yeah.
Boy, he throw you through that damn window about 10 times before you figure out how to avoid. Like
he was the final boss.
Yeah, Snoop. And Snoop was killing shit.
Oh wow!
Fun fact on Tekken Tag 2, Snoop has a character. He has a character board there, like on a stage on Tekken Tag 2. He has a stage where the stage is like in a throne room. And he's like sitting like on the throne with like two people dancing next to him, and there's like a rotation of cars on Tekken Tag 2. He has a stage.
Word? Wait, a stage where you could just fight on his stage.
You can fight it, yeah.
Oh shit, word?
Snoop, I found out Snoop was always into like games, and so he would do like little stuff like that.
Yeah. Is he on any other games like that with like a little cameo and shit?
I'm not sure. I would say most likely. It's like one of those things where you play, you like, is that Snoop Dogg, nigga?
Right.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Right.
So, that's a fun fact.
Yeah, that's probably some shit you gotta fucking unlock some shit.
I think so. Like, I think you gotta beat the story mode, and then I don't think you gotta. There's some games where you do a certain amount of hours, they just unlock everything.
Right.
But I don't think that was one of them at the time. I think you had to beat the story.
Yeah.
And most most people don't even play the stories because it's kind of like, I would say fighting game story modes is just you fighting.
Right.
So it's an introduction to the game, if anything else, but you don't never touch the story mode after.
Okay.
Not like with like Grand Theft Auto, you might like some of the story missions on there.
Yeah,
you might want to start over, but
right.
It's in one of them fighting games, like the story modes were never like that good to where you just keep playing it.
Okay.
Unless you just don't have your internet. Like you don't have Wi-Fi at the moment.
All right, so you talked about everything, but the genre game that I should have started off with, especially with this show, where you at with the sports games? Where the basketball game at, man? Where 2K at? Where NBA Live in your voice? Where that at?
So I
don't think it's there.
I will say, so with Ultimate Nemesis, I want to throw different genre tournaments.
Okay.
But with so the whole fighting game systems, most fighting games go through this thing where it's called what's the word I'm looking for? It's based on skill. It's skill based. So most of the fighting games are skill based. You can tell the difference between someone who played it for years, someone who's familiar, and then someone who just started. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With sports games, it's a little bit harder because if you play like Madden, you got 19 out right now. There's a 20 right now.
Yeah.
There's a great chance of me getting a score off of somebody who's, you know what I'm saying? There's still a chance that I can get a test score off of someone who's a professional.
No, there's not.
On Madden?
No, there's not.
Yes, if I lob that joint.
Wow. So you think that someone who plays sports games all the time isn't as good as someone who plays your type of games all the time?
So I'm saying the percentage wise of there's a chance. If I got the fastest receiver on my squad and you got your best corner on there and my receiver based on the numbers, say he's 6'4", your corner is 5'9". If I lob it up there, there's a better chance of them getting my ball than your corner. It's based.
Okay, well that's just sports, bro. Yeah, that's sports in general. But what I'm saying is, me as a defender, I would defend that differently. I would try to either hit you with the blitz, you know what I'm saying, so you don't, you're not able to get that pass off, or if you're able to get it off, double team that damn wide receiver.
Yeah,
there's ways to combat that.
No, I'm saying there's ways to combat it, but there's a better chance of me getting it off than compared to a game that's more skill based. It's based down to percentages and based down to numbers.
Let me ask you this: do you play 2K?
No,
you don't.
I dibble dabbled in it in college, but
I'm gonna tell you like this: I play 2K, and I bet you if we play 10 straight games, if you don't play it, you're not gonna beat me.
No, I'm hip on that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's the same thing. So my thing is, I want to start a 2K tournament.
We talked about that.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm dead ass, and I want you to help me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Can we make that happen?
You remember we talked about that?
Yeah,
I was like, if we can get everything together, then cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm with, teaching people how to do it. Yeah. It's just I won't throw that formula out there of how I do my.
No, I know. I'm talking about me and you.
Yeah.
Can me and you do this?
That's cool.
Right, because I don't know how to do it, and I need your help. And I have the 2K, I have the sports angle, I have the basketball angle, you have the video game angle, you know what I'm saying? And you have the tournament knowledge and all that. I need you to help me do it. For real. Because, see, that's the thing. And I'm at the point where you are, bro. It's like I rarely ever hear about a 2K tournament. I may hear about a Madden tournament, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I'll hear about a 2K or a damn sure Fortnite, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe some other games, but I won't hear about a 2K tournament. I play 2K. That's my shit. I don't even play Madden for real. You know what I'm saying? You might kick my ass in Madden. You know what I'm saying? And I got Madden. You know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes I don't feel like dealing with all them damn buttons. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot.
It is. You know what I mean? So I go back to what I know with 2K. And it's just like I never hear about a 2K tournament. You know what I'm saying? I want to have, an annual 2K tournament.
And I believe, and it's funny you say that too, because I'm trying to think. I haven't heard of any. I heard of a sports game tournament earlier this year. No, earlier last year. Okay. There was a Madden tournament.
Okay.
And the reason I say I want to do that right is because one of the guys that lost in there came back. He came back with something that he didn't have when he was in there playing.
What you mean he came back?
he had a gun on him. Like, he was mad. He was mad, and he shot. I think on a live stream, he came in. Not shot up the place, but I think he did hit the guy he was playing.
Are you serious? Are you okay? Wait. Wow. So that kind of would discourage you from doing.
Yeah, I was like,
well,
bitch. But that's what I'm saying. It would have to be done right.
Yeah,
and make sure everything's straight.
Definitely.
I'm definitely one where I'm like, that's why it took me so long to do it in the first place.
Yeah,
like for 2 years, I was trying to figure it out and make sure I was perfecting what we were doing.
You want to dot your T's and cross.
Exactly.
Yeah. So dot your I's, cross your
with Madden, with doing sports games, period. And that's what I'm saying. There's a certain percentage of it where that last, like, if I shoot that 3 with Steph, there's a great chance of it going in.
Yeah.
But if let's say someone defend me, those games tend to glitch a little more than the fighting games. A little more.
Oh, I haven't had a glitch in 2K in a good 2-3 years, bro. To be honest with
you. It happens though, and I've seen it happen. And that's why I'm like, that's why I feel like my way about sporting games, I want to do it. I just want to make sure everything's straight and that they know what they're getting themselves into. Well, of course, they play it, so they know what they're getting into. But if you didn't, you know what I'm saying, we run that play and my guy catch that ball, you like, bro, he just ran through me. Like, the game glitched out. I ran through his defender instead of...
Well, look here. I don't.
You know, you see what I'm saying, though.
You need. Okay, look. We found out earlier. This man lives where I live in North County, St. Louis. So you need to bring your ass by my house, and we gonna run some 2K. Okay, I don't know when the last time you played. This is not fucking Nintendo 64. Okay, this shit is not. You know, this shit runs good. You know what I'm saying? People bet on these games all the time, and I can't. The last time I heard somebody betting on Madden or 2K, the last thing I heard was it was a beef over the game fucking up. And they didn't know who to give the money to. And they was fighting over the money because da-da-da-da-da. No, it was because old boy busted your ass and you lost. I'm
hip on that.
You know what I'm saying? Well, dude, what do you have right now? What do you have going on right now? What do you have popping off for the future?
So we're looking at holding our next tournament in spring.
Okay.
I don't want to give a specific month yet because we're working a system out where with everyone who came out for that first one gets the heads up first.
Right.
So we got this thing called our day one package. If you were there day one and you wish to compete in the second one, you're going to get a heads up first. So I won't give them a specific time, but I will say around springtime that first one should come out.
Okay.
And we want to have multiple tournaments, not just one.
Nice.
A lot of places like Evo, and East Coast Throwdown, and Combo Breaker out in Chicago, they have the recipe that they're doing, and we have ours. So I want to do more than just one.
Right.
But don't get me wrong, these tournaments, I want to be at Combo Breaker for that weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Where is that at?
That's up in Chicago.
Okay.
Where NetherRealm Studios, I believe they're the ones that throw it. The creators of Mortal Kombat.
And Evo is in Cali?
Evo is actually in 2020. Evo's gonna be in Japan.
Shit! Wow.
So they're you know what I'm saying? They're ones where I'm not sure if their headquarters is in.
Yeah.
But they're next year for this year they're gonna be in Japan.
And those are just big game tournaments that we're talking about, right?
These are big game tournaments.
Yeah. Okay. And then bring it back to yours though. You said the next one's gonna be in spring. What game is it gonna be?
We're up in our game. So we did one game.
Okay.
This past one. So we're going to see how we can do with 2.
Okay.
I will say that MK11 will be coming back.
Okay.
I'll give you that exclusive. I won't say the second one yet.
2K.
I won't say the second
2K20, dog. 2K20, dog. Come on, man. I'm a lobby for 2K20. You already know.
See.
Come on, bro. Let's get that.
But I will say MK11 coming back, it will be a side event.
Okay.
And we're just going to keep introducing games as we go along because we want to bring different stuff for different crowds. One of the things we have in our tournaments, I'm not sure about everybody else's, we have a live performer.
Oh.
So I want to give people chances that's really putting into, like, this is not a hobby.
Yeah.
This is their craft. This is something they want to eat off of for the rest of their life.
Okay.
So if you're a live performer, I already got my P's and Q's on who I want there.
Yeah.
But we're giving people a chance to perform.
Yeah.
Which is the real cool thing.
That's awesome.
So we're having multiple tournaments so people can have chances to perform. We're only picking one performer, though, for each event.
Wow.
So that's why we're trying to do multiple events.
Yeah. And how are you going to pick your performers?
Just based off of, we talked about that earlier. You never know who watching. And I've been chilling in the scene and like the art scene. I've been going to different events and I'm seeing who's doing this as a hobby. And who's doing this as this is something I want to eat off of. This is my passion.
Wow.
So that's how we're picking them based off of. And me and my team, we look over the names that we've written, and then we just vote on who's going to perform at that time.
That is so awesome. Look what Black Gold is doing, y'all. Ultimate Nemesis. They're not only making tournaments in St. Louis, they got DJs there. They're going to have, all the games you want to play.
Yeah, different vendors too.
They're gonna. Oh my goodness, they got vendors, and they're gonna have a live performer, y'all. A live performer. That's fucking dope. So that's giving jobs to how many different groups did I just name? Damn, that's like awesome.
Almost 3 to 5.
You know what I mean? And go back to vendors. What you mean you gonna have vendors?
So in this last one, we had we had 3 vendors.
Wow.
We had Master Pizza there.
Okay.
We had Simply Sweet Sensations.
Okay.
She's a pastry chef.
Yeah.
And a hell of a cold one too, and I'll show you the pictures too.
Okay.
And then we had Get Laid Cosmetics.
Ooh.
Which is a skincare line.
Okay.
And that's just giving gamers a chance to see something they haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And introducing them something that might be around the corner from them that they just didn't know was there.
Wow.
Because we talked about I couldn't find no game tournaments. So I wanted to be like, to introduce our gamers and our spectators.
Yeah.
Some of our spectators might not even know who Evelyn Lay was until they seen her perform. And now they like, oh man, I follow Evelyn Lay. It's like that's how it worked out.
Yeah.
And so that's what we trying to do.
Black Gold, that is dope, bro. I am so proud of you. What you doing?
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? This is awesome, man.
Man, we trying.
I'm so glad I met you, and I want to build with you.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. We got a future friend of yours. This guy named Freebird. He's an awesome event coordinator here in St. Louis. He told me that. Yeah, he has the event at Microsoft. That's actually going to be January 9th.
Oh, that's around the corner.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. So by the time this podcast comes out, it had already happened. But I know that event is going to be a success. He also has another. You need to meet up with this guy because he has meetups at his venue over in Medici, over in Overland, and he has them in different parts of St. Louis. And it's usually media meetups, podcast meetups, and that would fall right up into you. And he's having at Microsoft, he's having a tournament there too. So you guys definitely need to connect because you guys can make a lot happen. It's so much. Here's the thing, man. What you said earlier when we were talking before the show, there's a lot of great people in St. Louis doing some great things. That's exactly what's happening, man. I mean, I've been living in St. Louis for almost 19 years, and I've never seen it like this.
Yeah,
this is ridiculous.
Yeah, and it kind of like I won't say it happened all of a sudden, but I would say the art scene probably blew up first, and then everyone else kind of followed.
Oh my goodness!
One of the guys I mentioned earlier, Real Brody, he throws Vibes STL. He has a big art show. When I'll say an art show, it might be an art showcase to be specific, But he has different artists from St. Louis for the most part. Show their art.
Wow.
And he gave different performers a chance to perform. He's one of the reasons why I got up and was like, let me see what I can do.
That's what's up. He gave you the inspiration.
Gave me the inspiration.
How'd you know him?
I had looked up, I was in school at the time, and I remember I was just chilling at the house.
Okay.
I'm like, damn. I wonder what's going on in St. Louis
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
I look on social media, on Twitter and shit, and they say it's like, it's Bob, there's an art show going. I'm like, all right, let me slide.
Oh, so you met him through social. So there it is.
So I was like, let me slide over here.
It's so awesome where people get inspiration from. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Black Gold, look at you, man. Thank you for coming through, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you having me.
Appreciate you, man. Next time, come through, man. Please come back. I got more video game questions for you. As you can see, I'm a video game head. I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I still got what is it? I still got Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man on PS4 at the crib.
That game cold.
I haven't even played it yet. I'm saving it.
You're gonna have fun.
You know, so I can't wait to dive into that bitch.
You're gonna have fun. It follow not like God of War, but kind of like that same first person view.
Oh,
and
okay.
The action in it, the story in it. You're gonna like that game.
I'm about to get blowed and just play that shit, man.
Just go. It's fun. Like it was one of them Spider-Man games where I'm like, I could just web surf around here all fucking day. Like,
I don't never remember a bad Spider-Man game. Be honest with you, the one on PS2 was dope.
It was pretty.
You know what I'm saying? That one was good too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It was real solid. Like all like you said, I don't remember a bad Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
I don't remember a Spider-Man game being this good. Though.
Yeah. Oh,
so
okay. That's what everybody's saying.
That's gonna be the difference. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Okay.
And then the costumes too. I love that game.
I can't wait to get into that bitch, man. Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year, bro.
Right on, man. Yo, thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been another awesome episode of High Off the Glass. We learned a lot about the gaming world today from this brother. Yo, like I say, everybody, every episode, yo, keep hooping, y'all. Peace. We out.
Hey.
All right.
Hey.